I've had a lot of people ask why on earth we would throw a bunch of rocks into a house. Is that normal? Is it weird? Well, we're putting a slab in here, and this has to go under the slab. It's the substrate to keep the slab where it's supposed to be and not crack up later on. So yes, it's normal. The plumber came in yesterday, got all the rough-in plumbing done. It actually looks really good. I was super happy with the job that he did. However, before the plumber got here, Buford and I went around the outside and put in markers and screws so that the plumber can pull strings representing exactly where the walls are. That way there's no measuring off of the exterior walls for the plumber. Everything is just visual. It's all right there. It's super easy to do. Something that we try to do to make their life a lot easier. So everything is pressurized and you're gonna fill it completely full of water. You have to have a 10-foot stand of water to show that it's not gonna leak. Waiting for the inspection, and then we'll put down the slab. Today we're doing the forms, getting ready to pour concrete in this slab. We got the wood down. You want to explain why there's two boards here?
Me?
Yeah.
Because one wasn't long enough.
Oh. No, not these. The little one.
Barry loves my nice, quiet.
And by loves, he means hates with every fiber of my being.
That's my dry, sarcastic sense of humor. Yeah, basically where we had to join two boards, you're going to have a lot of concrete pressure. You're going to try to push those out and away. So we're just scabbing a board across the two to make sure that it will hold when the concrete goes in.
And what's this little 3/4 board for?
That little 3/4 board is so that we have a nice little 3/4 inch lip overhanging the frost wall or the foundation wall. That way when we go back to portage coat the wall, that'll be exposed once we do final grade. The portage coat has somewhere to die off into so that it's just not a big sloppy looking mess.
And I knew that answer. I just wanted him to talk for once.
He did not.
Despite my best efforts to prevent it, it done got cold. One of these days I'm gonna figure out how to prevent that from happening. Anyway, while you weren't looking, they got the slab put in. It's very smooth. They did an awesome job. It is stupid windy today. We are going to be trying to put in the windows. So eventually, once we get the windows in, we'll be able to use Mr. Heater over there to put a little bit of warmth in here. Buford had gone up into the top all the way across and put in some insulation into those gaps by the soffit, but the wind just blew half of it back out again. So, oh, I hate wind. I had to get my mask. Believe it or not, it's actually going to be getting colder all day. This is as warm as it's going to be. I put a door into the side of my box van. It makes it a lot easier to get in. Figure out what tools I need. So that is for the big ones. The two on the back, we need to wait on coming in from the factory. We'll get the doors in, and then it'll basically be a sealed up box for the most part. Time to change gears a little bit here. The next step is to put down the grids on the floor of the main big room in there for the walls that got to go in. Go ahead and just snap a chalk line down. That way we can sort of see everything from the outside, you know, sort of like a topographical thing of the entire structure interior, so we can make sure everything looks like it's supposed to before we start actually cutting wood. It wastes a lot less that way. Place for everything and everything in its place. That's how I do. So if you're okay, So if you remember in one of the other videos, we had strings everywhere and we marked out on the wall. So basically we're just using the same marks and putting these lines on the ground. And you can see the pipes go right up in the middle of the walls, just like they're supposed to. Just like that. So this will make it a lot easier to, again, just sort of visualize where all the walls are and make sure the pipes are in the correct position. Because, you know, stuff gets moved around once they're, the concrete goes in, fill and gravel back in, all of that. Sometimes stuff moves. But so far, it's all been bang on, right exactly where it's supposed to be. We did get a little bit close with the water inlet, but it's within the wall. So we're just going to do more of this until it's done. And then go home and get in the hot tub because it's freezing cold. Let's go to my side first.
What do you want? G?
G. Have to cut out a big hole in the drywall and set the toilet into the wall. I wish I could say I've never seen that done before. Today is even colder than yesterday. This is ridiculous. We got one of the doors in for the garage. Got it all real nice and smooth. I really like a well-tuned door. And a well-tuned toilet too, but that's just me. We're working on the front door now, getting all the rest of the padding put in so that it'll just slide in place and attach proper. We did bring out the heater again today, and once it's inside, it's not bad. We got all the holes filled with insulation, so it's probably, what, 20 degrees warmer in here? No, don't take your clothes off, please. You're doing good, Buford. Keep it up.
Yeah. My belly button's showing. I can tell it's cold.
I'm not going to film that part. I just cleaned that off.
I know that, right? This is the appropriate way to use the claws on a hammer.
Yeah, isn't that what it's for? Why'd you have to get a heavy door?
Some of the ones I had in the shop. Did you take the lock off on the inside of this door?
Did I what? Yeah.
I mean, did you take the nut off the other side?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was asking. Okay. Because I have done that before.
Lock yourself in or out?
Yeah, well, you have to take your door back out.
Yeah. You should be able to open it. Hinges need to go up. So we need to shim up here. It's binding on the top and bottom.
And that needs to go up.
So this needs to go up in the air.
And that's what the level was showing.
Yep. Grab the door. Let me go get my little pry bar.
I've got the door. I can probably.
Oh yeah, you should just man press it. There you go. Why didn't you do that to begin with?
Huh?
You should have done that to
Well,
begin
I asked Barry if he would do it.
All right, good. I was looking from the bottom.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Both doors are in. Man, what a difference. That heat, you can actually keep it in here. So we are officially starting the layout on the floor. We're putting the walls down, just the base where they go. And if I didn't explain it already, the reason I like to do this is so that we can visualize the entire house and literally walk around, walk through the doorways and all that good stuff, so that we know for sure everything is correct before we commit to actually building the walls up. It's a lot less room for error that way. So I'll probably put you on a time lapse and see what happens. Okay, well there we go. The layout is basically done. This is the whole house. All the walls, there's a couple little bits and pieces still to put in, but this is effectively it. Battery's just about to die, so let me give you the tour. So you come in the front door, and then